hands. I think my problem is that I don't know how to say hello to YouTube yet. Just wave, like, I don't know. I haven't quite figured out my intro. I was debating about each video would be me saying hello YouTube and start off with something different every time, like saying hello, addressing you guys as the viewers or something different every single time, like hello you fetish obsessed furries and tutu wearing pugs, or you robots with fins and aliens with sunglasses, how you doing today? Yeah, I think that's what I'll end up doing. I don't know if you've actually seen my first video or not, but where I started out saying that hello, my name is Sparkbark, and then I decided I'm not using that name. So the very first video it talks about how hello, my name is Sparkbark, and I decided to change my name. So now I am YouTuber's Transginger. Hello, how you doing today? Today I am making a very dorky video because all of my videos are dorky. I don't care what you say, all of my videos are dorky. But today's topic is tips and tricks on passing. I have a fancy list over here that I will be using as my reference. So if I look over here a lot, it's because my notebook is right here. I'm not even in the same room as that crazy bird, and I can already hear him chirping. I hope my music isn't too loud. I should probably turn it down a little bit. There we go. That's better. So, as every trans person knows, that society is based heavily on what you're wearing. Sadly, it is. It's very much based off of pieces of clothing that humans have dubbed gender specific, which is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard. Sure, I'll give them credit. There are some products that can be used that, are a little more lenient towards men and women and windows. Men and windows. There's no other gender. There's only men and windows. Anyway, I'm gonna start with clothes. These are the things that I have found that make me pass better or make me appear more masculine. Baggy shirts, obviously baggy shirts and not tight fitting shirts, but not too overboard with the bagginess, and just make sure it's at least looks nice and it's not just like you're wearing a dress or you're wearing a sail from a boat. Not like, be baggy, but not a parachute. Any type of button-ups, collared shirts, plaid, all that stuff, it makes one appear more masculine. It has a nice structure for your body type. Hats, obviously, backwards hat. I'm just wearing this backwards for today. I think my hair is growing out, so when my hair starts growing out, I wear hats a lot. But hats, shoes and socks. I have shoes/socks listed over here. I feel like wearing long socks. Like, I wear socks that go almost up to my knees. Like, what are they called? Crew socks. Maybe a little longer than crew socks, but they're pretty long. They're always black, just because they go better with everything, and I feel like they look less dirty. Around the house, or if I have to go outside or go somewhere quick, I'll throw on some flip-flops, but they're not mine, and I know they're lady flip-flops, and I only wear them because I'm in a hurry or whatever. But, get yourself some man flip-flops and some man shoes, or some gender-neutral shoes if you really want to. I mean, I'm pretty sure my shoes right now are technically just the generic gender-neutral Target $20 bullcrap. Also, don't be afraid to, if you are just figuring out all this stuff, or you are experimenting, don't be afraid to go into the men's section and buy yourself a pair of boxers. Just go in there, buy a pack of boxers, slap it on the little treadmill thing that goes up to the cashier, and be like, yeah, these are my boxers. I'm buying boxers. You got a problem with that? These are my boxers. Just buy boxers. Just go wear some boxers. Wear boxers around the house. I wear boxers around the house all the time. This is my secret that I'm pretty sure I invented this secret. During the summer, when it is very hot, and I'm laying around the house in boxers, and my undershirt, tank top thing, a white undershirt, more commonly known as wife beaters, but in the store they are called A-shirts. I found that they weren't like cleavage, but they kept pretty low. And it was like, hello world, I'm a binder, hi guys. So I started wearing them backwards, and I think it's a pretty neat trick to have a tank top on and it doesn't show your binder from this general area. You know, I don't know, it just makes me feel nice to be like, I'm wearing a tank top and you can't see my binder. Unless it's the black one, then you can see my binder. And then, obviously, the products that are more lenient towards trans men, that are binders and packers and harnesses to hold the packers, but you can always shortcut it if you can't afford that stuff. So what I do is I literally grab a sock and my really long socks, pull it inside out and like tuck it inside itself. So it's this little bulbous thing and I shove it in my pants. That's my packer. That's my fake junk. And then for binders, I straight up bought a binder and I have some binders, so I haven't tried this trick yet, but I heard this trick somewhere on the internet before, and that is getting 2 sports bras and putting one on normal and then the other one over it backwards. It like holds all the things. It holds everything, all your chesticle body parts, it holds it all. I haven't tried that, but if any of you guys try it, please, I would love to see how that goes. And tell me how that works, human or subscriber peoples. Now these are the things I found what not to wear. Waiting for that burp to last like 5 minutes. I felt it. It was like right here. Ah. Anyway, the things that I found not to wear are too fitting of clothes, obviously. Like even in the men's section, if you find something that you really like and you found that it's too fitting, unless that is your style. Like for me though, it depends. If it's like super fitting, but I have a shirt that it fits me nicely, but it fits me in a way that like I feel like it emphasizes a more masculine upper body shape. Yeah, not too conforming, shirts or pants. On my list here I wrote jeans, question mark, exclamation point, because jeans can go either way. It depends on how you wear your jeans. If they are tight, they may appear as they may emphasize lady legs depending on what kind of body type you have. All the stuff that I'm saying is nothing, it is no for sure way of anything. It is all based on your own, your own body type and your own preferences and all that garbage. It's something that you should definitely like experiment with and just try it out. Go buy some boxers. So jewelry is something that I like, and I know that jewelry is not is mostly marketed for females, but there are some men jewelry. Even though it's really freaking expensive, I suggest trying it. I mean, if you want to, it's up to you, but like I like earrings. Okay, so I like wearing earrings a lot, and usually I need to get some new ones. I noticed that a lot of mine are getting old and gross looking. These are kind of the only ones I have left that are not old and gross looking, but I usually have mismatching earrings because that's my thing, and I usually have one. Usually it's this one. Right, this one. This one. This one is usually a dangly thing or a hoop of some kind or something different. It is something that is not just a shape or a bulb or something. These ones are usually just simple or different shapes. Like I used to have square colored ones, and while I know that they were rather feminine, I mean I had literally a pink square and a blue square and a yellow square, and I like mismatch it but kind of match it. So like I would have pinks. I had a pink square and then a pink hoop and then just black or silver on this side. Like that's what I used to do, and I would still do that, but I need more earrings. They're pretty gross. Experiment with jewelry. So I love rings, for example. This ring is, well, on my last video I showed that I only have this ring on this finger that I don't wear anymore because I wear this ring because I am engaged now. Woo! Yeah, that's right, guys. She said yes. Moving on to your your hair. Your hair on your head and body and all of you, just all the body hair. All the hair that you are growing that is not being grown in a pot somewhere in your basement, you weirdo. I suggest that you stop shaving your body hair. Just stop doing it. Just let it grow. Just let it grow and be wild and free. I have a forest armpit and forest everything else downstairs. See how you like it. If you don't, shave it. I know there are guys out there who shave stuff, but try it. I really like not having to keep up with shaving my legs and armpits and body hair and all that stuff. Like it's rather freeing. That's a word, it just sounds weird. Just stop shaving it. And then I also recommend shaving your face as much. I know I just said that not to shave your body hair, but you know, if you are born with a female body, odds are you don't have a lot of face fuzz going on. But that's why I recommend shaving it. To like, it's more of a self-confidence thing, and like a way to, you know, battle your dysphoria. Shave your face. Just get some cheapo razors from the store, and some shaving cream. Just shave. I shave my face. Not a lot, because it's kind of pointless for me to shave my face a lot, but, you know, I shave my face once or twice a month. Just it makes me feel better. As for your hair, though, you know, if you do want men's style haircut, I recommend when you go to the hair salon, you know, you ask specifically for a men's cut, or, you know, emphasize that you're a man and you want a man haircut, because there are places like, this is just from where the places that I've gone to, the JCPenney salons and Sports Clip, which I know Sports Clip is aimed for men, so you don't have to be like, I'm a man, give me a haircut, that's why I'm here. But, you know, when you go in there, they have specific things they do for the men, you know. They wash your hair, and then they cut it, and then they do the massagey shoulder thing and the face wrap with a towel, and it feels really nice. I haven't been in like a year or so, but this feels nice. But, I feel like it's a way of battling dysphoria and, upping your confidence as a man now. Go to the salon and ask for a men's haircut, and they will wrap your face in a towel. Bam! You're a man now. Moving on to products. Men's products. I recommend you get all the men's products. And I'm talking about shampoo and body wash and deodorant and shaving cream and men's razors and colognes and a toothbrush and I can't really think of anything else. But yeah, just get all of them. Everything men's, all men's product. The next thing I wanted to talk about is your body language. And while, depending on who you are, like, I am not always 100% aware of my body language or how I am behaving, but my brain will just be like, how are you standing right now? And then I'll be like, oh yeah, and then I will lean back a little bit or whatever. So just and body language is really important. It strangely is really important to yourself and passing. So these are my tips on passing using your body language. When you walk, you don't walk, you strut. You know, you kind of take wider steps, you know, like I can't explain this while I'm sitting down, but you know, you don't walk, you strut rather with your legs out wide and just do that more of a do a cowboy walk like a cowboy. Just, when you sit down, don't cross your legs. If you do cross your legs, make sure your leg is out, like your knee is more of a triangle. Don't super cross them like ladies do when they have skirts on. Don't do that, because I know it's really comfortable and I do it sometimes, but that's apparently more of a feminine way of sitting than the other way of sitting. But when you sit down, if you want to cross your legs, that's how you should cross your legs. If not, have your legs spread out, open to the world, okay? You know what? Because you're a man and that's how you sit. You sit with your legs spread out to the world. Show everyone your sock junk. And when you sit down, sit with your arms out like this. Sit with your arms out like this, because no one's going to tell you what to do, because you're a man and you sit like this. This is how you sit. Just be comfortable and take advantage of the fact that your personal bubble is your space and you should feel comfortable in your space. So lounge. Always lounge and always stretch so it's comfortable. Just let's see. When you're walking and you're strutting, stuff your hands in your pocket. You know, lean back a little bit, tilt your head up high a little bit. And if that is hard for you, pretend you are acting. Pretend you are acting, that you are an actor and you are trying out for a part. You are trying out for a part that you are very cocky, and you must walk like you are cocky. So, stuff your hands in your pockets, tilt your head up high, and strut your legs. That is how guys walk, apparently. So walk like that. Walk like a man. You're a man. Walk like a man. I realized that was very important because, like, a couple years ago, at one of my old jobs, it was break time. It was one of those jobs where all of us went to break at the same time. And I was just sitting. I wasn't even like thinking about like, oh yes, I must emphasize my manhood right now and just like no, I was just sitting. I was just being comfortable and I had my arms out like this, and one of my fellow coworkers was like, look at Spark over there. Man, he is just the smoothest motherfucker ever. I was like, what? I'm literally just sitting. Like, that was the biggest compliment I think I've ever had. It was just my coworker just saying I am the smoothest motherfucker ever, and I was literally just sitting in my seat. The last thing I wanted to talk about is, I mean, it's not really a tip and trick on passing, it's more of a more of my tricks and tips on how to battle with dysphoria. In addition to all the things that I have just said, this is more. The first one that I do often, obviously, is I go onto YouTube. I go onto YouTube and I watch other people. I follow a lot of the other popular YouTuber trans guides or other gender non-conforming people. It inspires me, and it also, encourages me that, I can get through this, I am just at a downward slope right now. It's a little gray, but I can get through this. It motivates me to, to keep going, and that, someday I will be on testosterone and I will get my chesticles removed. I will someday have a deep voice and people will stop calling me ma'am. You don't understand how much I hate being called ma'am. I don't even mind, like, she pronouns are fine. Being called ma'am and lady is like... Another way to battle dysphoria is listening to music, because music is very powerful. I feel like that is very understated. Music is very powerful. Depends on what kind of music you listen to, but it is all very powerful music. So, you listen to whatever makes you happy, first of all. Whatever stuff you like. Whatever stuff motivates you, inspires you. Listen to those kinds of songs. But I also encourage you to listen to songs that have deep voiced singers and sing along, because then you sing along and try to match them, because you're exercising your vocal cords, and then you also feel better because you sound more manly. When you're in the shower, when you're alone, practice your deep voices. That's another bullet point on my list. Practice your deep voice. And if you don't feel comfortable with practicing your deep voice on your own, that's when you go to the singing thing. But do both. Do both if you really want to. If dysphoria is hitting really hard, I suggest venting. If you don't have a therapist, and your parents aren't, or parents slash family are the most supportive people in the world, then go to your closest friend and ask if you can vent to them. If you don't have any close friends that you trust, there are plenty of online things out there. Like, I keep seeing this thing on my Facebook advertisements that they have online counselors that you can talk to for the LGBT community, which is really cool. I was actually thinking about doing that if I wasn't going to see a counselor in a week. Vent to your allies and your supporters, whether that be, your significant other, your family, your best friends, your dog, your notebook. I don't really know how your notebook could be a support or ally, but if you don't have anyone, then I suggest writing. Writing anything that is going on in your head, write it onto a piece of paper. That's what I do. I have a section in my notebook here where I put all my vent writings. So, writing, and if you are an artist, or if you're not an artist, if you don't have to be an artist to do this, but I also suggest drawing how you feel. And that might seem a little weird, but I do that all the time. I draw a lot of vent art, especially these past few years. Draw what you feel is hurting you. I never ever suggest doing anything that is self-harmful or substance related. That is a terrible idea. Don't ever do that, which is why I am suggesting these other things, Go to your allies, write vent art, draw, listen to music, practice your deep voice. And if you've picked a new name for yourself, then use that more. Go to Starbucks and order a coffee and tell them your name. Tell them your manly man name. Because I feel like that is a very good, very important thing to battle dysphoria. You're trying to identify as this thing, which is you, and your new name. So use your new name, go buy a coffee, tell them your name. And then they get to say it out loud, and you see it on your cup, and it makes you feel warm and tingly inside, and it's great.
I've been going by Spark way before I even came out as transgender, so that part's not a big deal for me. I mean, it still kind of feels weird and awkward when people figure out my birth name, or when I see male in my name and I'm like, ew, it's my birth name.
I think I covered everything that I needed to cover in my tricks and tips on passing. Don't be afraid to correct people when they use the wrong pronouns, because I know that is my biggest problem. Is I absolutely hate correcting people.
My fiance does a way better job at it than I do.
I think I'm done. So,
Jazz hands.
so Merry Christmas, YouTube, and goodbye. I'll come back later. I promise. I'll make something. And I'll show you. I'll show you. Bye. 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 What if I just made a video and it was just me being super awkward in front of the camera, just making weird noises and weird faces, and spazzing out and falling over? What if that was just the entire video? It's just 4 minutes of